things were simpler when I could railroad you.
Yeah, because someone decided, hey, let's have this season be a more freeform one where they have the ability to counter our enemies with their own abilities. Gee, whose idea was that?
That's a good question. I genuinely don't know.
It was mine. I'm an idiot.
I was about to say, do you want some potatoes to go with that salt?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Actually, I prefer vinegar.
Anyways.
Rubbing in the
It's throw it in your eyes.
Yeah, you really are a sour grape, aren't you?
Like I said, I prefer vinegar
grape
because I can throw it in your eyes.
So stay out of his path. No.
Veggie Tales, yay!
Anyway, we should.
Those aren't vegetables, which is weird.
All right, so now I gotta find.
Sorry, Josh.
No, you're not.
I need something to do. I'm sorry. I'm just standing there while everybody talks.
It's a smart idea. I compliment you on your smartness.
Hey, smart! I did a smart! I did a smart!
You did it smart!
All right, so
I'll bring Cook Snickerdoodle ingredients the next time.
I heard that.
all right, so you head over to the closest thing to a craftsman, which appears to be a small plywood cottage standing in the center of a cultivated garden surrounded by high walls. You see a sign out front that says, "Steal herbs at own risk." A sign on the door says, "As I get shorter, I grow larger. What am I?" The interior is brightly lit and smells fantastic.
Temper? Patience. No.
Yeah, you see that the door suddenly opens, and this black-haired female human with green eyes walks out and says, "Hello. Welcome to the Smoke and Mirrors. How can I help you?"
We would
Please.
like.
Oh, sorry.
We would like to get perhaps a duplicate of this. Rime holds out the frog.
I see. Wow,
I
this is remarkably well crafted.
It was a gift I received from my mother, but my sister has gotten fairly jealous of it, and so I figured I don't want to give it to her, but I can at least give her one that looks a lot like it.
Yeah, she slowly looks down. Are you... I'm not sure I'm comfortable doing that sort of thing.
What do you mean?
You know, like getting in between it's like making something fake for someone else? I don't know, I have some standards.
This is a sister who stole approximately 5,000 pieces of gold from me.
Roll bluff.
Oh, you should have done that.
If you don't, I'll just do diplomacy. I'll see if I can reason with her.
Not bad. Oh, that's very good.
Ooh, actually, yeah, you might have it.
I mean, she's still my sister, but I'm not going to give her the original if I can avoid it.
Oh, the power of lying!
I still feel a little uneasy about this, but you know, if she's that bad, I guess I can make an exception.
Amber pulls out all her gold pieces. And I'm all 189 gold pieces. I probably need to roll a will save.
Yeah? What are you doing?
Just to make sure it gets done.
Because remember, she's very attracted to her treasure.
How much for
Oh, no! Dang it!
That's a nope!
Okay, I'm paying.
Sentient guys,
Amber
go to your
is-
room.
Okay. Amber pulled out her gold bag.
Yep, I know what to do here. Hang on.
Dear lady, how much for the...
Simon, I hate you right now. I love you, but I hate you. I love you, but I hate you at the same time.
You can't get more perfect than that.
Wow.
Ember stuffs her gold pieces back in.
Are y'all sure you didn't bring Jalarum with you?
I am so angry.
You
Stupid roll. Stupid roll, favorite fit.
But now you have to
Madam!
Hey, Lightning,
Yes.
do you remember when we did that one-shot D&D at the rental house? Because that's exactly what this is reminding me of.
Did you have to bring it up?
It just seems like it fits so perfectly because a bard rolls a natural 20 and you roll a natural 1.
That was different. Oh, wow.
You can roll the bad one.
Just surrender.
My cheeks are flaming red, Doc. I hope you realize this.
Rime tries to ignore the circus behind her and asks gently, "How much for your work, ma'am?"
I think a single gold piece would be sufficient.
She gives her 5 out of gratitude.
Oh, thank you.
Amber is sweating and looks to Rime. I'll pay you back somehow.
No need. I will have
It's
my
one gold piece. You people practically sneeze them.
Hi, Gold Dragon. Shut.
I will.
If she gets a little antsy, I'm sure I can talk with her about it.
Don't worry about it. Once I get the 5,000 gold back from my sister, I will be perfectly fine.
How long will this take?
It'll take it'll honestly take a good while because, something this intricate and you're asking me to do it quite exact, it will probably take the rest of the day.
That is fine. Again, since it is something very dear to my family, would it be all right if I just stayed and read a book while you worked with it?
Sure.
Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. You two, why don't you go, take a jaunt around town?
Okay.
Someone better let Faye know she's over here freaking out.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Well, okay, then Rime extends her senses and tells Tantamile to tell Faye to chill.
I hate you.
I mean, Tantamile tells Faye that they're getting the fraud copied.
Doc just
she tell her how long
flabbergasted
it'll
me. I'm
take?
trying to get the memory out. Ugh.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
That
trip
was
you up
cute.
that much.
Did she tell her how long?
It's a fun memory, Doc. It just makes me blush every time.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Okay, I'm in and Amber walking around town. Here we go.
Does
I'm
Tantamile
gonna
tell
end the
her
meanwhile.
how
I gotta
long
go
it
to
will
the
take?
bathroom.
Ari,
Yes,
does Tantamile tell Faith Theron how long it will take?
sure.
Yes. All right.
Miss Featherin, they're getting the froggy made, and it's gonna take
She's
a
in
while.
the toilet. You might want to say that when she comes back.
Yeah. All right.
I'm just saying it for convenience.
Fair enough.
So, Ivan.
Little angsty when it comes to still handing over the gold, huh?
I hate myself.
Well, you shouldn't. Well, you shouldn't because I love you.
Why?
I gotta admit, it was a really smart idea you had to make it to go to someone to get a copy.
Well, I just couldn't stand the idea.
Relax.
lost a prisoner once to death. Didn't want to lose another one.
And that's why you're learning from your mistakes and you're fixing things now. You did a smart.
And I want to help Faye as much as I can. I just feel like Clumsy Dumb Dragon. I gotta do something to help, even if it's just having a silly idea like this.
My love, you are far from a klutzy young dragon you used to be. You are intelligent, strong, and very, very brave. And I can say, because I've been by your side this entire time.
And yet I couldn't protect our group when Ravish showed up. A red and gold dragon hybrid child managed to do what I couldn't.
We can't expect you to fix every single obstacle that gets in our way.
I know, but... She stomps the ground.
I know. You're doing everything that you can. Trust me, you are one of the most valuable assets to this team. And I say that with no bias at all. Again, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, Amber smirks at him. You are extremely biased.
Yes, I am. I'm not very good at bluffing, in case you couldn't tell.
And more than anything, I wanted to see Virag, but if Jalaram's theory is true, you still remember the promise, right?
I remember the promise. And the safest thing now is for you to always be with someone, but to stay far away from your father. I know one of those is incredibly hard, but I know you can deal with it.
I haven't seen him in so long. Almost feels... No, it is. It's not... None of this is fair.
No, it's not. But at the very least, we can sleep a little bit easier knowing that he's at least safe. I'd rather he be somewhere we know where he is than in an arena with a bunch of monsters. Come on. He gives her pats on her head. Look, this is gonna be a long, rough, painful ride. Even harder than a lot of the things we've been through at the moment, but I know you can do this. Even if nobody else believes in you, I will always believe in you.
I trust in what you say, and I'm trying not to make the same mistakes twice.
Then that's all I want to hear.
Just want to help at this point. I just hope by me helping, I don't jeopardize anything. That's all I hope for, and I hope this plan will help. And I cannot count how many times I can say help, helping, help. She kind of just flops on the ground, sulking. No, don't you dare!
I counted 9 for the record.
Oh, also, while you were gone, I confirmed that Tantamile told Faye that they were doing the thing and that it would take about the rest of the day to complete.
Okay.
Amber fiddles with her amulet.
You see Jaminia walking down the street towards you. Hey!
Jem? What happened?
Nothing. I think I have an idea. Oh, so did you guys hear how long this statue copy was going to take?
A day at least.
Yeah.
That actually works. Okay. I was thinking we could probably kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Josh, I want you to pause a moment and think about what you just said.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Lucid squeaks indignantly, and he knows not why.
What's wrong, Lucid? I'm not sure. I feel a disturbance.
Okay.
Anyway. Well, here's the thing. I looked at the I looked at the note again, and it didn't say when she needs to come. So, if this is my idea. We could still do our mission at Lathnalore today, and while your commissioner is working on that statue.
That sounds like a plan. Though I don't think Rime will be able to join us. She wants to stay as close to the original as possible.
I have to agree. And I don't know if Jalaram and Faye are even up for this.
Did you talk to them yet?
No, you were the first people I saw.
Well, Amber rubs her head. I don't know if the three of us or the four of us, if we include Owen, would be enough that things go wrong. I'm not as confident as I used to be. Maybe if I didn't rely on my amulets so much and I could go big all the time without passing out.
I see, that is a bit of a... All right. Well, I'll try and talk to everyone, see if I can't get everyone's opinion.
All right.
All right.
And we'll see what everybody thinks.
All right. What shop did she go to?
It's that...
It's called a Smoke and Mirrors, I believe.
Yes.
It's down the street.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's Rime. You see Jaminia just kind of run through the door. It's like, Rime, where are the... Oh, there you are. You're muted.
I heard that.
Wow, I heard that.
Yeah.
We are.
You have a very loud wife.
Yep.
And a very lovely voice she has too.
Flattery will get you everywhere.
Except the compliment you.
Yes, you have a very lovely voice. There. Okay, shut it up. Boop.
Anyways, yes, Your Majesty.
The idea just occurred to me that if this project of yours is going to take a full day, then why do we not do some things while we're waiting? We could do our mission today.
The thing is, it won't be a full day. It'll just take the rest of the day. And out of character, what exactly do we need to do in Lathnalore?
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I don't remember what we were supposed to do in Lathnalore.
We were supposed to find some generational documents, and Jiminia also says, "Oh yes, I also got some confirmation this morning, and the entire party will need to hear it."
All right. Well, I mean, since it will be until the end of the day, wouldn't the best time to sneak in someplace be at night anyways?
I believe it's always night in the Underdark.
Yeah.
True. Well, I'm fine with it. Just I will be back as soon as the statue is finished, Your Majesty.
All right. Now I need to find Jalaram, Faithurin, and Owen. I'm going to be running all over Directian at this point.
Really get that cardio in.
Yeah.
Never skip like that.
Run.
Exercise.
All right.
If you appreciate telephones, Doc.
Yeah. Yes. Faithurin and Jalaram, you see Jaminia running up to you, and she's a little winded.
Get some good cardio, Your Highness?
Are you alright?
Please don't sass me. I've been running around this bloody city all day.
Sorry.
Why not simply ask me to cast a scry spell before you left?
Let the record show I don't think things through.
Anyway, what's up?
All right, I'm going to need the entire party together for a detail I just found out, but I was also thinking during the time period we are waiting for the statuette to get made, that we could do our mission in Lathnalor.
I think this is quite important, Your Majesty.
Yes, it is, but it's going to take if it's going to take the entire day to make the statue, we might as well do something along the way, something useful and important.
I mean, I guess it's just if we do the Lost the Lore thing and Rime's not back with the duplicate in time.
In time, there is no. You've seen the letter. There's no time limit.
That
I'm pretty sure Dr. Elvana Kilvier will understand if we are a little late.
He wants me to see it. She will wait for me.
I guess that's true.
After all, she was very patient in how she tortured you. And then immediately she cups her hand over her mouth.
Faye kind of shrinks in on herself.
John comforts her a little bit.
Faye, okay. You know how when you mess up with a friend, they just get that look on their face?
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of what Faye is wearing right now.
Jaminia just kind of steps back awkwardly. I'll bring everyone to you.
Thank you.
As she turns away, you hear her muttering to herself, "Stupid, stupid, stupid, stupid."
Well, once everyone's back, I guess we'll figure out what we're gonna do in Lathnalor.
Sanctification can't cure one of the taste of shoe leather.
We all, to be fair, we all have that tendency. We all have that.
Faye just shoots him a sideways look.
Shutting up.
One person in particular.
Again about Roselia, Jalarum Tanlio.
Jalen takes off his boot and puts it in his mouth. Then he spits it out. I think I stepped in some bile.
All right, so not to stop the great roleplay in the chat there, but all right, so everyone's called over.
Okay.
Okay.
The question is, do I have the frog?
Yes.
Both of them.
No, not both of them, just one of them.
Because the other
How
one's
is
still
she
being made.
How is she supposed to copy it then?
Good memory.
She assured you.
Photographic memory.
She assured you she had a photographic memory. You beat me by 1 second.
Yay! I'm sorry.
As long as Rime has the original, she's fine. You know,
Okay.
you could have said that when I asked if I could just stay and read, dear.
Well, I'm thinking he came up with this on the fly.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Uh-huh.
Calling you out. Anyway.
Anyways,
Sorry.
so everyone's together, and Jaminia says, "All right, I asked the guards to perform a quick survey, and Yes, I found some troubling facts. There are an alarming amount of missing persons cases over the years.
Mm-hmm.
And after what you told me, that the Fire Elf children and the child from Gatlas were captured, I can only surmise that the causes might be the same.
What are we dealing with?
For one reason or another, Ravis has ordered the Drow to kidnap a lot of people. And I don't know why. Perhaps he wishes to experiment on them. Perhaps he wishes to use them as leverage. Probably both. But for whatever reason, I think that makes us going to Lathnalor all the more urgent. We do need to save those Fire Elf children after all.
That is true. It's just we're gonna be running into Sorn.
Possibly. But I don't think it will be too much of a problem as long as we have a good disguise.
We've had a good disguise every single time we went anywhere, and they still found us out.
That's because Ravis has predicted our every move, but that's because he knows us. He doesn't quite know Jaminia as well as he knows the rest of us.
All he has to go on is just stories and references from all of you, and well, I think we all tend to exaggerate each other a little bit.
Okay, then how do you explain how he knows me so well? I've bloody barely met the... I didn't even spend that much time with her.
To be quite frank, Rime, one doesn't need to spend much time in your company to suss you out.
One thing.
It's like Jaminia turns towards Faith Thurin. This is the part where you say no offense.
Is it? But I'm not good at lying.
Put that one on the burn chart.
Now, Amber just stomps her foot in front of Faye.
What?
I know you're upset. I know you are stressed. I know your family is in trouble. Please. Don't make it harder.
No offense?
I don't know what everyone else is getting upset about.
Quite honestly, neither do I.
Right we are.
Permission to say something?
Denied! What?
That is all.
I agree.
Articulate.
Amber's just protecting
Well, it's just like
Rime, even if Rime doesn't notice.
no, it's just all the stuff you were saying before about how did he know. It's like my need to explain everything is clashing with my need to be fair to you guys.
Wait a minute, when have you been fair?
Always. I have always been fair to you.
Uh-huh.
The exception being when he's trolling. That doesn't count.
Okay. No, it's still the being fair and trolling is still I'm still being fair when I'm trolling. Fair does not mean nice. It means equal.
Okay. Amber looks at Jem. Do we have a plan then, Jem? Because if he's predicting all of us, he may not predict anything you come up with.
Well, yes, and that's why I was hoping to get the. She looks over her shoulder and starts looking around. our new friends in on the plan.
Hmm?
You mean the...
Yes. She gives a gesture, like, keep it down.
I don't know if they'll be up for it.
They asked us to do this. If they help us with the plan, I think that'll make it all the more unpredictable.
The only thing I ask is that they keep their heads up. I still don't... Faye looks at Jaminia and gives her kind of a crooked smirk. I don't think I need to explain the need to prepare myself for trauma.
Yes. All right. So, shall we be off?
All right.
I guess so.
No
Wait,
reason not to.
hold on a second. We should probably eat something first. Looks to Owen.
Oh yeah, Amber's stomach growls really loudly. Oh,
my head. Ow, I laughed too hard. That hurt.
You know how I feel.
Yeah, we should. Well, I think. Well, in order to cast, I think we just need to be on a different map so we can.
Yeah. So I'm going to move to that particular map.
Map?
I can imagine Amber.
I'm the map.
I'm just imagining Amber kind of like in a pounce position with puppy eyes looking at Owen.
You're in a pounce position. It's kitty eyes, honey. Get it right.
No, she's bacon. Bacon. I need food. She's not eaten since yesterday.
Which for her is a crime shame.
It is a crime shame. She just realized, oh, I'm in pain. I'm in hungry.
Oh yeah, food.
6-1 rule.
Ladies and gentlemen, mark it. Blissy said it this time.
Oh, be quiet.
You hear that, BronyCon staff?
You do realize she said it the first time I ever heard it was from Bliss, so...
All right, so you walk back into the Direction throne room, and you see Miss Saria leaning against the wall, giving you a smirk.
Jalrum gives a polite nod to her.
Faye,
She just points over her shoulder into the entryway.
As you were.
did she want us to come talk to her?
I believe that the people that we need to talk to are this way.
Yes.
What? You guys never have really explained who this area was to anyone.
Yeah.
We weren't sure. We weren't sure if she wanted us to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, you're saying out of character, that Faye's missing context.
Yeah.
Jala whispers into your...
Tell us straight.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, as you say that word, Jalarum, Miss Saria turns over her shoulder and gives you a wink.
He wait. Jala winks back.
It's free real estate.
That mean.
I don't get it!
It's just memes. It's a meme. It's a meme. Mario.
No.
Yes, this guy gets me.
No.
Miss Fairthurn, please close your eyes.
Jala holds her hand and guides her to her seat.
Faye pulls out her handkerchief and covers her eyes.
Okay.
All right.
Faye always so much in common despite being complete opposites.
Yeah. It's like you see Nyan in the corner sharpening her blade as you all walk in. Oh, you're finally here. All right. So, have you made your decision? Are you going to come?
Of course.
Great. All right. So, I do know where the records room is, but But those places have magic. Those places do have some sort of magical separation. It's like any government building, any place with government officials has anti-magic fields. We won't be able to teleport in. We won't be able to walk in. So a disguise won't quite work there.
What do we do?
I can disguise myself without magic. I just need a little bit of time.
Well, what about a magic that applies to different rules?
What do you mean?
Rime?
Yep. I'm willing to make some. I'm willing to make some blueberry soup for a more chaos or for a more fey version of a veil spell.
Amael, you can't cook.
Remember, she absolutely despised it last time. And she only did it because she knew it was you.
Wait, he's made blueberry soup for her before?
Yes.
It was an idea to ask for a little bit of extra help when getting you from Selenia.
Hey, Owen, can your create food or water make a mean blueberry soup?
I'm not going to pretend like I can cook.
Nope.
You need blueberry soup now?
Would be. If that's not too much trouble.
If you can.
I need to add the... I didn't even notice that. Okay.
Nourishing simple food and clean water of your choice.
I mean, it is his choice.
Yeah.
All right, so you are creating blueberry soup.
Excellent.
Go!
I see her.
She's right there.
She was one of the ingredients for the soup.
No, she's invisible. What is happening?
I see her.
I see her.
Matt, you may try and refresh. Try and refresh.
Okay.
You can give her the water too. I'm staying away from that stuff.
All right. You see that you hear flittering coming from down the hallway, and you hear like.
Oh, I guess we cooked it better this time.
Well,
it was Owen.
Oh.
Amber just smirks at Jalarum.
Yeah. Then Beline just kind of dunks her head, just dunks her head in, and then you see like the levels just slowly lower, and then she goes a little bit further in and just keeps going lower and lower
Beline,
and lower.
Can you eat that much?
And then she pulls her head out of the vat and she's just covered with all of this blue goop, and then she just says in like this very dark voice, "Watch me."
Beline? Are you sure you're not a dragon?
She just continues to slurp up the blueberry soup. Jaminya's got a bit of a green look on her face. And Nyan's eyes are just wide, like this is something she's never seen before. Does this typically happen on the surface world?
Thank you, Shriver, for taking away my ability to be nauseated.
Yeah, and then Beline pulls herself out, and she wipes her mouth, and she doesn't look bigger at all. It's just delicious.
I will never forget this for the rest of my life.
So, what did you need?
Well, we are heading to Lost in the Lore, and from what we understand, there are anti-magic fields that will break apart disguises traditionally. Chaotic. I think a little more chaotic fey magic should still work.
I'd be able to suppress the anti-magic field, but I'd have to be out in the open for that.
If anyone sees you.
Yes. I'm sorry, but I wish I could help, but I mean, I could ride along in your shirt, one of your shirts or something, but if you're going to ask me to do something stealthy, I'm not going to be of much help.
All right.
Okay, if she rides along in Rime's boobs, at this point, Rime's boobs is going to become like the back belt.
Boy.
I was gonna say they're like a taxi service, but okay.
I was going to say the Batman utility belt.
The bootility belt.
No.
I know, that was bad.
Good boy, Finn. The corruption is working.
But I wouldn't mind you coming along.
I would love to come along.
I mean, we are currently down one. Job's thinking about Nora.
Oh.
He squeezes his hand.
Yeah, I haven't seen her. What happened?
It's complicated.
Before we met, I did something terrible that involves Nora and her brother.
Beline just kind of puts her hand up. Say no more.
So, are we just going to pop inside this building as we are? Or
I don't know. We need some, because I won't be able to do it alone. If one person's walking in there without any official document, if one person's walking in there, it'll be incredibly suspicious, even with the documentation. We always travel in pairs, just because, buddy system.
Wait, what type of what type of documents do we need? Because I might be able to
a writ of going to need an official writ of passage. I could, if you're good at forgery, I could help you with the language and what they would expect to see.
All right. Dallin takes out a couple pieces of parchment and all right.
Forgery check.
All right, let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
Look.
Okay, not the best.
I'm concerned. Just to speak with Neon, dangnabbit. Just with Neon here, I need to wear a blindfold.
You're not going. I will.
Yeah.
What?
I can disguise myself without magic. I said that. It just takes me some time. If you'll excuse me, I will go work on my drow.
Okay.
Minya, is that a good idea?
I think it's our only option.
All right.
Ooh, excuse me.
I really hope this check goes well. Ah!
I mean, it's not bad.
Well,
Yes, it is.
It is actually, but you still got some that dragon. You can do.
Yeah. You see Mysteria walk in, Rime. Oh heavens! What are you trying to do?
I cannot find my normal drow outfit. lost it. Where did it go?
What are you trying to do?
Sneak into Lothnalor without using magic. I've done this before. Just cannot find the clothes that I usually use, nor the weapon.
If you need a little bit of help, I can do it.
Oh no, I don't want to put you in danger of the Primeval Pact. We're trying to sort of fool your people.
No, here's the thing. The Primeval Pact is very specific. If I'm doing something to someone who worships me, then nothing will be wrong. I will not be in any danger. I've been at this a long time.
Will I be undetectable by true seeing?
Yes, but it's a... Visseria pulls out a chair. You might want to sit down for this proposal.
All right. She pulls out a chair.
The only way that this is going to work, if I'm understanding your plan correctly, is if you were to disguise as a drow and be invisible from true seeing and magic. The only way that would work is if you were a drow.
Not quite. I have disguised myself as a drow without magic before. Lots of makeup, tattoos, all sorts of fun things. All temporary.
Give me 1 second. All right. All right. I am a little concerned, though. What if they try searching you?
It's always a risk I have to take.
Visseria that looks at you. Your disguise isn't great. If you try going as you are now, it is certain you will be captured.
I know, which is why I'm trying to find it. What are you proposing?
If you will let me, I could transform you into a drow.
For how long?
Permanently.
Well,
She is seriously considering this. The question would be if they would accept that. As in, I have no personal prejudices against it. Honestly, I can disguise myself to look how I normally look right now later on. That's no skin off my back. My issue would be is if they would be uncomfortable with me, uncomfortable with working with me afterwards.
Who?
She gestures her head back to the other room.
I see. The offer is on the table. It would mitigate a lot of risk.
Give me one. Tantamile, could you go ask Faye?
All right.
Hey, Faye!
I hate you already.
So Rime can turn into a
the drow permanently. Is that okay?
Faye just falls out of her chair at this.
Jalum catches her before she hits the ground.
Yeah.
What? What?
Yeah. Jaminia's eyes widen. Beg your pardon?
Isn't she speaking Sylvan?
Yeah.
Oh, she's speaking.
Hey,
Sylvan.
Tantamile, tact. You suck at it.
What?
Okay,
Cat?
boy,
Can you eat it?
screw you.
All right. So Beline hears this and is just kind of shocked. What are they saying?
What did you just... What?
I have no idea.
Oh my ears.
That's okay. I didn't like hearing anyway.
Buddy, what's going on?
I'm Power Stone!
Right?
Meanwhile, in the Lochtan Law. Oh my ears.
Ow!
Are you okay?
All right.
I just banged my head against my head.
Oh, honey, are you
Ow.
okay?
Yeesh, are you alright?
I'll be fine.
I've done that multiple times within a minute, so... Yeah,
That explains much about how your brain doesn't function.
Oh.
Oh no,
Wow.
trust me, it wasn't fun.
That one just came out faster than I could think.
Trust me, my brain malfunction, that stuff, was the cause of the headbanging, not the result.
Anyway, Faye is like shrieking for Rime at the top of her lungs, so I'm not repeating myself again.
All right. So,
If
That
you
Miss-
can't
Miss
hear
Ariel-
that, I want you to roll a hearing check.
Oh no, she can hear it through Tantamile, and Rime just casually sticks a pinky in her ear and rubs it a little.
yeah, Missaria blinks twice. She took that well.
Is that a yes or no?
Hang on.
Uh-oh.
She took off so fast that she kind of darted out from the loop.
They about to smack a harlot.
I think I should
Okay.
follow. Hey, honey, what's going on? We're kind of
Faye-
confused.
Had torn off the blindfold and dropped it on the floor while she was headed down the hall. You want to what?
It
J-
would.
Jaminia steps out the door and is like, Jalaram, maybe we shouldn't.
You might want to hang back for this one, I think.
There might be a little. Yeah, I think there might be a little bit of a splash zone.
Yeah.
Literally, they've got area effect spells.
Okay.
Golly.
Okay.
All right.
It would prevent them figuring out it's a disguise. You could sneak
It's
in.
not a disguise if it's permanent!
Exactly.
Face hardcore.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a really good clap back.
Congratulations.
I even had the finger going like exactly.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Faye just stares at her for a moment. Rime, I don't know if I would be able to look at you again. Or at least not for a long time.
I could always disguise myself to look like this. Especially when I'm around you. In fact, I would probably need to in order to not raise suspicion around the general populace.
That was going to be my next point. You're talking of changing yourself forever and then you have to hide yourself forever. Around your own people.
I've always had to hide myself around others. Part of being a spy, dear. Besides, I had always had intention to continue serving the throne, even after Her Majesty came back. I go where she tells me, and I do what she instructs me to.
But you would
This is important. the fate of countless people could lie in me looking different.
Becoming different. And Faye just kind of falls, her hands kind of fall to her sides.
I'd still be me, Theather, and what little consolation that is.
Choosing to change yourself.
The drow have, I've never seen them as a source of, I hate people, not races. So I don't care if I'm a drow, if I'm an elf, if I'm a human, if I'm a, no. I've never really cared. The fact that I was born a human has never really affected me. People are people. But if I can do more as a different kind of person because of someone else's biases, if I can make up for what I haven't been able to do, I wouldn't mind at least trying. And if I fail, that is on me, and I will have to bear that for the rest of my life. But that is just the nature of life.
Faye just kind of looks at her for a moment and then hugs her.
Okay, that's like, what, 5 in the last 24 hours?
I told you gotta get used to them.
You're a far braver woman than I am.
Doubtful. I have not gone up against an army of thousands of demons. I was hiding under a house at the time.
You were a child. But believe me, if there's anyone who understands being willing to make sacrifices of oneself for someone else's sake, it's me. It'll be difficult for me to deal with, but I will.
Like I said, I can always change myself to look like this. I do like this form. I've worked hard to make it look good.
And not so much like a harlot, eh?
Who said that they were different?
Rime, do what you need to, and I will do my best to cope with it.
Would it help if you saw the transformation firsthand? That way you would know exactly what I looked like, no surprises.
Yes, I think it would.
Alright. Take my hand.
And Faye grips Rime's hand. And you can feel that Faye's hand is shaking.
She sort of... You can tell she's squeezing it sort of like she would, like, accessing a pressure point, but not actually accessing it, because that's the only way she knows how to hold someone's hand.
All right.
For the record, Rime, there's more to being brave than facing down a horde of demons.
If you say so.
All right.
So that was
Okay,
a bit of drama I didn't know I needed in my life.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, I think this is where I'm gonna have to call it.
Okay.
Yeah, it is getting kind
Yeah,
of
it's 9:30. I have
And I was honestly struggling to keep my eyes open at this point. Sorry.
That's fair.
Yeah. We got a lot done this session, though.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, we did. And you've got a lot more to go. Speaking of which, thoughts?
I mean, I am gonna admit I want to keep going, but even I can feel myself slowing down.
Yeah, we got a steep.
I mean, it's not. I mean, sleep isn't the problem. I just feel mentally slowing down.
Yeah, and like emotionally drained a little bit too, I'll admit.
Oh yeah, kind of stabbed you in the heart at the beginning there.
Yeah,
Lots of times. Lots
Funny.
of times.
We actually have contenders for Cry of the Game, I think.
All right, but
It's not it's not play of the game. It's cry of the game.
Exactly.
Like I said,
Right,
Rime's
okay.
kind of this session's MVP for me. Though weirdly enough, Owen was actually a close second.
So yeah, a lot happened this particular session. Okay, so the reveal of the reveal of Nora.
I was going to cry. I had to mute a couple of times because I'm like, no, I really like her.
I like her too.
Does it make it better or worse that everything you like about her is still true? She really is a Jalaran fangirl. So nothing about it was fake.
That makes it worse.
Aww. So I did a good job.
Yeah. Are you gonna get you? I'm you burner.
Do you know how often this guy will take ideas I just randomly said to him, hey, wouldn't this be fun? And ends up turning them even better than I would have expected.
Yeah.
I've seen him do that to things a lot of us have said. So, yeah, I'm not even blinking at that statement.
Heimer.
Yeah, that is actually 100% the perfect example. He was...
Or like the fact, hey guys, maybe you should pick a god.
Yeah, that really has become such a major point.
Okay,
Also,
just a quick thing about the whole Karsus Lolum thing. When I figured out the anagram regarding the Tarask, everything started to come together.
Oh yes, that reminds me, speaking of things come together, now I can actually say it because it's long past when you were actually asking that question. The reason he saw through the disguise at that point was because of context. I.e., he'd seen the party kill the Tarask, told the Fire Elves to bring the party to him, and here are 7, is it 7 or 6? 7 or 6
somewhere in that ballpark.
7 or 6 strangers and 1 idiot. Okay, this is way too obvious.
I'm the idiot!
Yes, you are.
But yeah, oh gosh.
Speaking of which,
How about that Owen plan?
No, I'm very irritated with that because I basically missed that whole meeting while I was trying to sort out dinner, and I'm just like,
Well, you can go back and listen to it later.
well, and then on top of that, Lars comes home and gives me a hug and a kiss and says, "Happy anniversary." I'm like, "Today's our anniversary."
I'm sorry, you said you were gonna do something on Sunday. I'm sorry!
We are. It's just that I got so caught up in this that it's like, oh yeah, today's our anniversary. Oh no! And then I'm like, wait a minute, I already made plans for Sunday. I can relax.
Alrighty. Well, let's let you go spend the evening with your husband then.
Quality time with some.
may I ask something?
Yeah.
Just because everyone was, everyone's talking about asking about scenes and stuff, I guess I'll ask, what do you guys think of the opening scene?
Ah!
What part of it?
The whole blackmail scene.
No, that was just like, ugh. Is it bad that I'm kind of glad the one kid did die, because then it's like, this is the severity of the situation?
Like,
like in a story context?
Story context, yes. But, like, as a human being, no, that's horrible.
No, I'm not glad as a human being, but I'm someone who really deeply appreciates story.
Yes, no,
Which
I'm,
is part of why this is like the best Dungeons and Dragons game of all time for me.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's like when you went. I was just got. I was like, whoa, crap! Is this,
I
is that
feel
a
like
good-
this is. I feel like this was consequences of the session.
It really felt like it.
Yeah.
Actually,
you're not
you're
wrong.
kind of right. It is. It's like opening. It's like you've got the whole thing with Jalaram's thing, coming back to bite him. You've got Owen finally apologizing for his attitude he's had for so long. You've got Rime confronting the trauma that's haunted her past. You've got Faye expressing how much trauma Elvana's torture caused her. You've got even the whole thing with Ravos is basic.
Oh, lag, why?
Yeah, and then Ivan and Amber just being
That killed
the drama. Ugh.
me. Like, oh my gosh, I
Idiot.
need
At the
heart
very
medication.
mention of Asmodeus sending little Ivan to save us, a shot in the heart reminder that favor is coming and it's going to be bad. That sent me into so much panic. I was literally rubbing my arm up and down, and visualizing, okay, Amber is freaking out so much that she is clawing herself in terror. And
Yeah,
Ivan is the only one who could pull her out of her stupor.
Yeah, no offense, but the first thing I thought of when you were doing that was "out damn Spot" from Macbeth.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, well,
It's not cursing if it's Shakespeare. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's
I
a
bite
form
my
of
thumb at
distraction.
you.
Yes.
Yes.
Ow,
Exactly.
my thumb!
Okay, so I'm gonna steal this from Shay. Cry of the game.
Oh,
that's hard. That's hard.
Oh gosh darn.
So, we didn't need to go to bed tonight while we debate this, right?
I'm gonna go Rhyme, not knowing what to do.
I'm going to give it to Rime too, because Jalaram was a great one, but in some ways I almost think that the cry when he first found his mother's grave was even better. And Amber, she has so many cries of the game that it's like it's almost part of the course at this point. But with Rime,
Holy crap, the
You
breakdown
fuck.
impact.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
She was a first time revolutionary cry. I think we got to give it to her.
We got a
Yeah,
legendary
I'll give it to
cry.
her on that. I give it to Jalarum though personally, just because somebody that looked up to him and idolized him, he horribly hurt and cannot fix, and I cannot fathom that burden.
And
Yeah.
then and
She was the one who killed his mother.
Yeah, she hurt him too. Doc, what do you think? Cry of the game.
Oh.
My personal cry of the game was the reminder that Doc doesn't have a cell phone.
I gotta send Doc a crying emoji. Oh wait.
I would say that my personal preference for Cry of the Game would have to go to Rhyme near the beginning.
Aw.
Yes.
I actually so because I don't feel it's fair to pick myself, I am gonna give it to Jalaram, but I'm gonna give an honorable mention for Owen and Verdoc.
Ooh, that was a good one too. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of them, yeah, Rayan.
Well, that wasn't the real Rand. Let's be
Yeah, I
real.
know. I mean, we all knew that.
It was just a fake. That's like the Rayan from Owen's Rayan.
Somebody was ticked with Owen because they couldn't break his stubborn streak.
Yep.
Surprise! Surprise! Surprise!
We're familiar with that, huh, Bliss?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I think it's hilarious that like Ravis probably trained all of his people to be like, okay, this is what these people are going to be like, and like whatever he said for Owen's person, it didn't work.
Yeah, I am 99% convinced that that's just Owen's counterpart.
Okay, insult of the game, because we had a couple.
Oh yeah, there was some mighty fine burns tonight.
Actually, I will just. I think I can just say this because it's not a spoiler. This is probably the only chance I get to say it. The spellcast, to get information on the rest of the party, the spellcasters just read his mind. It was the quickest and easiest way to convey what they needed to know.
Makes sense.
Okay.
It's not like he's resisted mind reading before.
Burn of the game. Okay. Burn of the game.
Easily, Rime, saying that she know her deity since my deity raised me. Oof!
My deity raised me, I win.
That was beautiful.
Okay, how is that a burn though? It's a boast, but how is it a burn? How is it an
I'd
insult?
say it's a burn because, Jalra was trying to be cocky and say, hey, so how does it feel? Welcome to the club, you met your deity. And she's like, yes, and my deity raised me. Sucker!
Isn't that just extra confirmation on what
I
you
don't
said?
know.
It's more of a domination.
Yeah, and
say the safe word.
however, I would
I was
argue,
gonna say, with what Rime is wearing, you really want to use that word?
and I was going to argue if Owen was there, he would have said yes, and my deity not only was around me since birth, but he cursed me.
Yeah, whatever.
I'd argue Owen's
I
got
still
the
think it
card.
was good. It was, no matter what you say, that was good.
No, it was good. It was
Yeah,
good.
I liked it. It was good. I just wasn't sure how it qualified as a burn.
By the way,
I think it was just the sheer dominant way that she said it that it just felt like a burn.
Domination.
Also,
Yeah,
she's
fair
Mrs.
enough.
Burner, so we'll count
Excuse the
that.
Asperger's.
It's fine. So I know some people have to get going. So, Doc/Josh, you want to close us out?
Well, thank you all for once again doing this. I don't say this enough, but that I have heard so many DMs tell me that they would kill for players like you.
Not wrong.
What do we do specifically that other players don't? I'm genuinely curious now.
It's a long story, but if you want, I can give you several examples later. But the best way to sum it up is, I've said this before, but bears repeating. You know those expectation versus reality comics and memes?
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys, everything you do falls into the expectation. Like, expectation, I'm expecting these guys will be doing a lot of roleplay and character development. Reality, everyone becomes a murder hobo.
Oh,
You
okay.
guys are the expectation. You guys are the best case scenarios.
Aww.
Josh, like,
I feel a little special.
what has Jeremy said
You
about
asked-
us?
You are special. And I mean that in every connotation of the word.
Well, Jeremo's plays D&D very, very differently. He's more about the game part rather than the role playing.
Okay.
Okay,
Fair
so we're
enough.
the best players for storied D&D.
Oh yeah, you drive gamers. You drive them up the wall.
I have noticed many a time in the comments, but anyway, we're
Stop
rambling
role-playing.
again.
Get into the dungeon.
All righty, let us close out for the evening. Thank you once again, Dungeon Master Josh Scorcher, for spinning such a engaging tale.
As
And-
When do you have time?
Thank you to everyone in the audience who keeps loving to hear more of these stories just as much as we do.
I can't wait to see how salty people will be over some of the revelations in this freaking episode.
So, when's the next session?
We'll
All
figure
right.
that out
later.
We'll talk about
It's the
that
next
later.
history of Power Rangers.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Until next time, we're all looking forward to the next session.
In other news, trace amounts of sand found in the Sahara Desert.
Anyway, bye.
Bye.